Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I am going to crack into this. The Nikki Tutorials collab with Beauty Bay. The packaging is kind of cool. It's showing two sides of Nikki. The cheerful, upbeat, vibrant side of her. And the horror film fanatic on the other side. So on the inside, it has got some beautiful colors. Really pretty shimmers in here. Now, today my pants are about this color red, which I believe is the one named after her brother. It is, Mackay. So I'm definitely going to be using that red because that's about the same color as my pants, but I think I might pull in some of this slasher up here that's more purpley. Maybe one of the shimmers. I don't know. We'll see. Since I'm using her eyeshadow palette, I decided to also get out my Nikki Tutorials and Ofra highlighter palette, because that has 3 beautiful highlighters in it. And I figure if I'm going to use her eyeshadow, why not use her highlighter? And honestly, there's colors in here that I think I could use for my bronzer and my blush. So I'm going to try to use just this palette for all of my powdered parts and colored parts of my makeup routine. So let's see how this goes. I have not primed. Where's my primer? I did put like moisturizer on my face already. I'm going to use the Ciate London Watermellon Burst Hydrating Primer. I don't know why I can't talk today. I keep feeling like I'm going to cough, actually, which is not good when you're trying to do your makeup on a video. Right. Just kind of putting this all over just as a base. I didn't put it on my eyes because I don't know, I don't feel like that stuff's necessarily great for your eyes. I always have to look after I've done that one and make sure I don't have any little blue pellets sitting on my face. Because if you notice, there's little blue spots in here. I don't know who thought that was a great idea for primer, because sometimes they're still sitting on my face after I've rubbed it in. And I don't like it. Alright, for my eyes, I'm going to use my Infallible Full Wear Concealer, as I usually do, as an eye base. And I always kind of go around my entire eye so that if I do a under eye look, there's already something under there. Although I suppose there was primer under there, but this kind of helps with the color. I know a lot of people like to do their full face first, and that's really a preference thing. I prefer to do just my eyes first and then do the rest of my base, because then if there's any kind of fallout, if I make any mistakes, I'm not starting all over from scratch. I can just start from the eyes. All right, so I'm going to set that real quick with the NYX HD finishing powder. If I can get it open. I don't know why it doesn't want to open today. There it goes. Because I've noticed that sometimes things just don't blend well on a wet base. Sometimes you just kind of need that to be dry for those colors to blend well. Unless you're using wet colors, of course, and then probably blend just fine. I do not plan on getting them wet though. So, that's all right. So I'm going. Okay, sorry. I went to start and literally every brush in front of me was dirty. So I had to stop the video for a minute and go clean some brushes. All right. So I'm going to start with Slasher right here. That kind of purpley shade in the corner. Out here on my outer corner. I like the color. It's pretty. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Nikki Tutorial, but she cracks me up. Not to prime is a crime. It's one of the things she says all the time, and it cracks me up. But what's neat about the way she did her palette was that some things had to do with different parts of her life. Most of them had something to do with her life. So like Slasher, that's her love for horror movies. That's part of that in here. The bright red that I intend on using is called Mackay. That is for her brother that they lost. I believe it was to a cancer. Sorry, I'm really bad about remembering details, but she lost her brother a few years back, and so she dedicated a color to him, which was really cool. There's one down here that's Mamba Tutorials, this bright blue, because it's her mom's favorite color, and her mom has been one of her biggest supporters. And there's one over here that's Mr. Tutorials. That's for her fiance's eye color, which I think is great. There's just, there's pride because she's a trans woman and she's got that pride in there. The green is called Ew because she doesn't really like greens, which I thought was really funny. She had to put one in there. She said she just had to put a green in there, even though she does not like green. But then she named it Ew, which I think is funny. Maybe it's the way I set my eye, but this is got funny lines in it. Maybe I should use a real mirror instead of the camera. No, it really is doing a weird thing. Maybe it's because I just washed my brushes and I really should have let them dry longer. Maybe they're skipping across my eye. I don't know. This side's doing okay. Maybe I'm just being stupid, crazy, weird, whatever. Maybe I just need to try a little harder. Oh, I got that way too far forward on one side. I mean, not too far forward, but farther forward than the other. So I guess now I've got to bring the other one forward too. Unless I feel like cleaning it up, but I really don't feel like going back in. So we'll just... I can't make it even. I might have to clean it. I might have to fix it. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can't make this go forward better. Maybe we'll do a cut crease and fix it with that. Of course, this one's not all the way to the corner, and now the other one is, so. What's kind of cool about her palette, too, is there's two mirrors. This one is a standard mirror, but this one is a magnifying mirror. So you can really get up close and personal if you really want to. Alright, so I think I'm going to grab, what do I want to do next? I'm going to set this brush down because there's too many brushes. I don't want the colors to bleed over necessarily. I'm going to go into Mackay, the red. And that is a red. It looks almost orange on the video. It is very, very red. It literally is the color of my pants right now. Which I know you can't see my pants, but that's not the point. It's just... just want that red to work its way over into the purple. Oh, again, I should really be using a real mirror. Oh, actually, that turned out really good. That worked really well together. I dig it. All right. I feel like it needs something more. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I like it so far, but I feel like it needs more something. I don't know what. I almost feel like it needs to be deeper in that outside corner, but there's really nothing to make that a deeper purple. Unless maybe, I wonder if we went into Amsterdam. Amsterdam, that's this one here. If we put that out here a little, I thought might kind of help me get a darker purple by mixing that blue. See the fallout. This is why I wait until after to deal with my under eye or my foundation. Sorry, I have a crusty bit in the corner of my eye, which happens a lot when my allergies are going crazy, which for some reason I have. We finally, well, maybe it's probably from the smoke, honestly. But we're getting rain. And with that rain, well, it comes another allergen. It comes mold, but the rain is washing the smoke out of the air, and the smoke has been absolutely killing me. So I'm sure it's just residuals from all that smoke in the air that is making my sinuses so bad. Although it just occurred to me that I never came in this room yesterday, which means I never took my meds yesterday, because they are right over there. Because I'm really bad at remembering to take medications, so I have them right next to my work setup, so that when I sit down to work in the morning, if I haven't taken them yet, well, it's the first thing I do, basically. I sit down with my breakfast, I take my meds, I get my computer up and going, and then I start working. Okay, I think I'm going to bring that Amsterdam down into the bottom lash line, but first let me just kind of work this blend a little better. Excuse me. I didn't mean to burp it, y'all. And I didn't put any more product on here. It's just whatever was still left on here of the red. Just kind of smudging that line a little. It's not so stark. Although I don't totally mind that it's a line. I just don't want it too crazy. All right. It occurs to me now that I need one of these to be clean again. I do have more brushes behind me. Maybe I'll grab this little, he's kind of fluffy. Just grabbing a little bit of that slasher, but not too much, to kind of redo this edge up here, blend it a little better along the top half of that color. I just tapped off any excess so that I'm not really having a fully loaded brush, just something to kind of blend with. All right, I'm good. I need this little dude. So it's, whoops, kind of skinny this way, but wide here. I like using that one on the bottom lash line here. So I'm going to go into Amsterdam and put that along the bottom here. Like maybe halfway. And then up into the corner here. I have a mirror over here in case you're wondering why I'm randomly looking to the side. I might keep going back and forth between the mirror on the side, the mirror in my hand, and the camera for where I'm looking at. I like that Amsterdam under here. It's kind of got it. It's blue, but it's kind of coming across as kind of a purpley color. It's a very good indigo, very, very pretty indigo. Okay, I do need to wash that off of this brush before I can continue. This is why I keep a makeup wipe next to me, so that I can randomly wash off colors in my brush if I need to. I don't have two of this shape. I guess I have a smaller one, but I don't have another one quite like this. I should get another one. I'm going to go back into Makai, red color, and just kind of get it in that front corner and blend it into that Amsterdam here. I almost put it on the outside, forgetting that I had the other color in it. Just trying to fix this. I don't know why that corner just looked funny to me, so I'm trying to give it a more defined shape. I'm going to have to clean it up a little, but yeah, that's better. Might need to just kind of like taking it straight out from the corner where I was working it from the straight out to a point from the lower lash line, and then taking it from there and blending it over just to solidify that darker outer corner. I have a weird divot right here that always, like a divot on the edge of my eye socket that makes the shape there difficult sometimes. All right. I think what I'm going to do next is grab, I don't know what color I want to grab for this. Hold on, let me lightly swatch them on the back of my hand. Gosh, Pride is beautiful. It has the prettiest, like, it's kind of pinky looking, but it also has a really pretty shift. Like, it's hard to explain it. It's like a blue pink shift. I just dropped my spoolie on the floor. Well, that sucks because I'm going to need that in a minute. Oh, there it is. Whew, there we go. Hate it when I drop things on the floor that I'm not done with. Oof, sorry. And then I just get right up in your face there with that, huh? All right. Yeah. Which one do I want? I think I'm going to go with, I didn't think about Mama Tutorials, but that one's blue. No, that one's too blue for this look. It's beautiful, but it is too blue for this look. Because I'm trying to keep it more that red purple vibe because of my pants. Oh, and I didn't think, ooh, how about Mr. Tutorials? That might be too much, but isn't that a beautiful color? I think that's not what I'm looking for, though. See, all of the colors are so pretty. Oh, that one might be a good one. That was all in. Let's see, Underground. Underground is this one here. I'm just going off of the shimmers because that's what I'm looking for, is something to maybe put on top. Pride is beautiful. Let me just put it on the back of my hand so you can maybe see better. See how it shifts, that pink shift? It's really pretty. I'm not sure that's the color I want. This one is Aura, which is really kind of, it's a little lighter. Maybe I just didn't put it on very well. There it is. It's kind of a golden peachy color. And then the last, oh, nope, that's not the last shimmer. And then there's Roxy Catan, which she has a whole story behind that one. That one's a pretty light one, and I'm running out of room, so Ivy's going to go across the top of my hand here. That's Ivy. You know, I think I'm going to go for Roxy Catan. Well, no, I take it back. I want Aura. I have to wash off the back of my hand real quick and my fingertips because now it's everywhere. All right, so I'm going to take that. Once I make sure my hands are dry, I'm going to take that Aura and just on my finger. I don't want to go crazy. I'm just going to put it here across the red. Oh yeah, that was a good choice. I like it. Gives it almost an orange hue, but still red. It's a very pretty color. I dig it. All right, so let me do some eyeliner here. Sorry, I had to wash my hand off again. I'm just using the Luna liner from Seraphina Botanicals here. This is one I really had to look into a real mirror for if I want it to look decent. Okay, hiccups are bad when you're in the middle of eyeliner. Can I just say that was a bad timing? Oh, did that badly. Jeez, I poked my eye. Sorry. It's a decent wing. Let's see if we can pass the other side off the same way. Some people like to start with the winged part. Some people like to start with the straight part. I like to do at least the front half of the straight before I do the wing. So I have something to connect to. There we go. There's that. I'm going to use Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions, mascara. Sorry, I need to get that out of my way real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shake you guys. I smacked it with the mirror on accident because I was grabbing the mirror to make it a little more forward. So I could see what I'm doing putting on mascara. I know it's not quite the same as putting on a lash, but that stuff is amazing. And it definitely really opens up the eye and makes your lashes look longer. Not that I have pathetic eyelashes, they're just blonde, so they're hard to see. But even having decent, but not super long lashes, it helps to have a little boost. Kind of give you that fake lash look without having to put on fake lashes if you're not really a lash person. I do have some pairs of lashes. I try from time to time to wear them, but honestly, I am more likely to do that for a quick look or for a costume. Oh, that was bad. Versus every day, because honestly, I am not good at putting on lashes. I struggle with them every single time. And I've got some beautiful pairs, but every single time I struggle to get them to stay on very well. I did notice something. I saw somebody do something way different than I've ever seen before the other day on a video. And instead of putting the glue on the lashes, she put the glue on her eyelid, like eyeliner, and then let it sit for a minute and then stuck the lashes to her eyelid instead of it being on the lash itself, which I've literally never seen anybody do that before. I just noticed that my eyeliner is off a little. This side, it's not as well drawn right there. There we go, that's better. All right. So now, while those dry up a little bit before I put on everything, we are going to go in with our Brow Contour Pro from Benefit Cosmetics and give ourselves some brows, because those are also pale as hell and very difficult to see. I needed to stick a little more out there. I got this in one of my subscription boxes. Probably isn't something I would have gone and bought myself necessarily, being a little unsure of it, but I actually really like it. It's got 2 different dark shades, or eyebrow colored shades, I should say, and 2 concealer-ish shades for doing your for doing the cleanup afterwards, if you are so inclined. I'm not a big clean it up later kind of girl. I'm just like, do it right the first time. If you screw up, clean it up. But if they look good, I usually don't even bother. Now, where'd that spoolie go? I do like to brush through my brows though after I've put the product on. Just kind of brush them up and then make a good line. See how I like them? Honestly, I could use a much darker color right now, considering the fact that I've dyed my hair rainbow colors and the red is the most prominent in the front. I actually probably should brush them up before I do the pencil, but you know, it is what it is. All right, let's see this side. And I just follow my natural brows. I have a good brow shape. I've got a good brow thickness. There's nothing wrong with the shape of my eyebrows. The only problem in makeup land is that they're so freaking pale. See, that doesn't look bad at all. They are still, I feel like they're too light though. Is that weird? Do you feel that they're too light because they match my natural hair color and I don't currently have natural hair color? Let me grab something from behind me. Might help us out. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Crown. And it's a red color. So I'm just going to try to stick, maybe not my whole brow, but maybe just kind of give it some little accents of red. Kind of help make it look a little bit more. Okay, I guess there's no such thing as accents of red. It's not a really dark, oh crap, now I did just fuck up. I just got lines where lines don't belong. Now I get to clean up my eyebrows. How fun. All right, well, shoot. I'm not usually a clean up your brow kind of girl, but we're gonna have to today. Yeah, see, it's just that little bit more red, that little bit more color. I feel like it really makes a difference to matching my current hair a little bit better. Oh, let's do this one too. I'm definitely brushing through this in a minute though. Oops, not enough there. And again, I'm still just following my natural brow line. I'm so sorry. I don't know where that burp came from. I just feel this looks a little bit more correct with the red. I mean, it's not the exact same color as the red. In fact, it probably matches the orange that's over this way a little bit more. Somewhere in between the orange and the red. I don't know. But it is definitely a better color with my current hairstyle, leaving it blonde. So there's that. My weirdness. All right, so I'm going to grab my concealer here. Same one, Infallible Full Wear. Just going to put some on the back of my hand here and do a little bit of cleanup and see if I have any spots I feel like need this. I have to clean up right here because I screwed up that brow. Oh, don't go too far in there. Oh, balls. Sorry. British swearing over here, saying balls. I am cleaning up my eyebrow at this point because I did kind of screw it up a little bit. So I'm trying to just clean it up without making it worse. I'm kind of blending it out. I hope I didn't screw this up down here too much. I had too much on there when I went to go under there. That's okay because that was the next thing anyways. All right, so this is where being ambidextrous is super cool. I'm not quite as good ambidextrous on makeup as some other things, but I'm actually working on it. I know that sounds like a funny thing to do. Let me just practice my ambidextrous skills. But sometimes it is really handy to be able to just pass off the brush or whatever to your other hand. Let's see, I feel like now this side is a bit farther up. I don't want it to be too heavy, but it can't be too late either. This side's a bit higher up now. Oh, Do you ever feel like you just made things worse? You tried to clean things up a little, but what you really did was screw it up a little, because I just totally got concealer on the eyebrows that I just got the right color. So now it trails off into nothing. So now I have to go back in with the eyebrow color and give me back my brow. Hate it when that happens. There we go. Thankfully, it was not hard to fix. It was an easy fix. All right, let's just blend the edges of this a little out. Fade them out in there. And we can go on to the next thing, which is actually, I know it seems funny, I'm going to clean up this inner corner and take the color out of the inner corner a little. I'm going to pop on another color right there, so it's not totally going away. And then I'm also going to clean up this edge here just to make it a nicer line. Okay. Clean up in here. I might have gotten that a little too much. I can always grab color and blend though again. So let's get this cleaned up here. Now, the reason I'm cleaning this up with concealer and not with a makeup wipe is because there's already concealer and powder there. So if you use a makeup wipe, then you're going to have to go back and redo your base. And that's just not fun. So it's better to clean it up with the same product that's already there. Decal needs a little more help though. That purple was a little stronger on this side. I also feel like I kind of messed up that bottom lash line, but we can fix that. So, like, I feel like it needs this brush back to kind of fix that a little. Like I carved out a little too much. See how easy that was to fix though. And really, if I wanted to blur this a little, I could blur it too with that. It's kind of like, I feel like I kind of took a little too much here and here. I could fight that back and forth all day. I don't want to. All right. Now we're going to go in. Oh, let me wash this off my hand because I got some color into it. Trying to grab clean. NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. Mine is the color Alabaster. Sometimes of the year it's Porcelain because I'm a pale bitch. But I do like the coverage of this. And I already have primer on, so we don't have to worry about that step because it's already done. Sometimes I wait until after I'm done with my eyes and I'll use a primer that can be sprayed on so that I don't mess up what I'm doing, and it kind of sets my eyes while I'm dealing with priming the rest of my face. The NYX Stay, or not NYX, Tarte Stay Spray can be used for both a setter and a primer. So when I'm being lazy or I forgot to prime my entire face, and don't realize it until I'm done with my eyes, sometimes I'll just grab that Stay Spray and spray it all over and kind of set my eyes while I'm getting the rest of it going. I'm still trying to think about what color I want to have on my inner corner though. There, I'm debating between using the same color I used for the shimmer and just having it a bright sparkly, or putting a little color underneath it first. So, like yellow, maybe. All right. All right. Oop. I'm going to go in with the NYX HD finishing powder. I don't know if I said it before. This is in the color translucent. I know it looks white as hell, but you know what? I'm white as hell. So, but it's not. It's translucent, honestly, truly. I'm just gonna put that in here. I used to try to use a brush for this, and I'm trying using the puff instead because it kind of, I don't know, sometimes the brush seems to just make too big of a mess, but also when you're doing this, you're kind of patting it in. And so it kind of helps, just kind of, like if you have larger pores and you don't want things to settle later, when you're using a powder puff like this and you're pushing it in, you're kind of pushing it in now so that whatever texture you have when you're done doing your makeup is the texture you're actually going to end up with in the long run. It's not going to settle in later. Ooh, I just started hitting pan on this because I'm going to need a new one soon. Actually, no, I won't, because I got a little sample size. Some deal that Ulta was doing, that if you buy so much in NYX products, you get a free little thing of samplers. It was kind of cute because it's the was it the matte spray, I think? Yeah, the matte finish spray, the pore filler primer, the cutest little, like, seriously, where did it go? It is seriously the cutest little thing. I heard it. No? Well, I've lost it somewhere in all of my stuff. I swear it was right here, though. I know I don't know where it is, but it's cute. It's this it's just this. It's like an eyeshadow size. It's like this big. It's adorable. Okay, I look kind of ghostly at the moment, but you know, it's not exactly not matching my skin tone. Yeah, there is that. It's funny because I've had people say before that I should add warmth back to my face after I put on my powder, and then I realize there's not a lot of warmth to start with. All right, so I'm going back into the Nikki palette because I'm going to use this. Which color do I think? I think I'm going to use a little bit of Mila and a little bit of 5 a.m. mixed together there. I was going to say, I'm worried that it's going to be too dark. And then what is it? It's way too dark. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see what we can do to fix that. This is what I get for thinking that I can pull it off, huh? Actually, it's not so bad now. It's just one hell of a contour. I'm going to have to be really careful. It's actually also a little on the yellow side for what I should really do, but the worst thing is now I have to do the same on the other side, even if I feel like it's a little crazy, because otherwise it won't match. Damn, it's dark. Okay, well, it is what it is. It's too late now. We've got color. We've got color. It's a contour, but we've got color. I might have to go over that with something to, I don't know. That is so dark. All right, that was not smart. Maybe if it's translucent powder. I don't know what makes me think that's going to make a difference. Oof. To buff it a little with it. Actually, it did kind of help a little. I'm not mad at it. All right, we need to blush. That's the wrong brush. I'm going to use Zomer down here for blush right here. Because I do need to be careful with that one too, not to go too heavy, but it's a nice peachy color, and I am a peachy blush kind of girl. Actually, I think that works quite well, and it kind of helps with the fact that I got my contour way too dark. Note to self: don't try to use that for contour. Again, let's just stick to our regular actual contour colors. I'm just gonna put a little of that on my nose to give it some color as well. I'm not mad at it. I think it's kind of cute, actually, as a blush. Now I just probably went a little overboard with it. I felt like it wasn't dark enough, and so I grabbed more. Oh, story of my life. It's not bad. Although now I feel like, even though I don't normally contour my face, I almost feel like I need to put a little bit, and I'm going to use the peach because I think the other is just way too dark. A little color up on my forehead. Like, that's where the sun is going to hit your forehead anyways, right? Just because I feel like I got it way too light. No. I was thinking, I could just use the palette to do my highlighter too, but I remembered I do have a Nikki palette for that. So we're going to use our Nikki highlighter. And I think I'm going to go into this one here. This is called Glazed Donut. And use that right here for a nice little highlight. And right here. Just a little down the nose. The big thing with, some people like putting some on their nose. Some people don't. I almost grabbed the wrong color there. Some people don't like having it on their nose. But really, it's whatever high point would normally be hit by sun is where you put your highlighter. Or don't. Do it wherever you want. It doesn't matter. Some people even do it down here on their chin because, your chin tends to shine in the light. And I'm actually going to grab a little and put it right here underneath the brow bone. Or under the brow bone. Under the brow. Just kind of along the top of that. Give me a little shimmer to those colors up there. I really do feel like I need to... It's got it on there. I was like, which one has the purple on it? Maybe kind of go once over that again. Just to kind of blur it out, so to speak, after cleaning it up with the concealer. I just feel like that concealer got it too something. Okay, now this is just a clean dry brush. I know it doesn't look dry because it's got green, or clean because it's got green, but I assure you it is clean. And I'm just gonna go along this bottom line to kind of smudge it out. And the reason to use a clean brush for that is so that if you don't really want more product, which in this case I really don't, you can still kind of get that smudge going without getting more color. And I just got lots of color on the brush trying to do exactly that. I should have started with the red. Just kind of smudging that red out a little. Just so it's not so harsh of a line, although it is still going to be a line. And you could grab a lighter color, like I probably could have done one of the really light colors to fade that out, but I'm good with that choice. I think it looks better, a little better. Just that little bit of extra blending really does a lot. So we still need to do something on that inner corner. And where is that little brush? Here it is. Oh God, is that orange still? It's got an orange shimmer on it from the one brush I forget to wash. Go figure. It's the one I need now. All right. So I'm going to grab Redemption, which is this really pretty yellow right here, and stick a little right here on the inside corner. So it's not too obnoxiously different of a shade from what we've already got going on. Just a little bit brighter on the inside. And then I'm going to go... and I'm going to go back into Aura that I used across the eyelid. Okay, I guess we're going to use our finger for that and just stick a little of that right there. Oh yeah, I definitely like that brightening inside corner better. That was great. All right, now I know Nikki is not a big bold lip person. Most of the time she is a very neutral person. I am a very big bold colored lip kind of person. But, sorry, I really have a catch in my throat today. I am going to go a little on the milder side. In Nikki's honor. This is NYX Cosmic Metals in the color Speed of Light. It's just a nice copper shimmer color. Even though it's kind of a neutrally color, I think it goes well with the look. So there we go. There is my first shot at the Nikki Tutorials eyeshadow palette. I'm sure I will do many more looks with it because I really want to try using the other colors. Like, I think Amsterdam and Mama Tutorials would make a beautiful blue-eyed look. I just happened to be wearing red today, so I kind of stuck with the reds and purples so that it would kind of match my outfit. Tell me what you think down below, and I hope you have a great day.